All right, you know what it is. Chris here again. Part 2-3 of the video, the starter. No, this is gonna be part 3, excuse me. All right, man. So I told you guys I would come at you with the other video. Right there, I got a little bit of a leak. Let me just move that out of the way real quick. I think it's pretty decently cleaned up. I hate fucking messes, dude. Okay, let's get under here so I can show you guys. All right, here we go, man. So last video was the starter. Part 3 here, drive shaft. Drive shaft is out. Okay, so this thing right here, when you're taking out the drive shaft, what I would recommend doing is starting at the back. You don't have to. I've seen people do it both ways. I did it the other way. I did it from the front. However, I just like to undo the front and then come to the back. That's what I found out. The back is much easier where the differential is to push it off. So you have your snout here, or you know, whatever you want to call it, your pin. I don't know. Forgive me, I don't know the name of that thing. I'm pretty sure that's like the rear axle differential. I'm gonna edit that part out. Anyways, so you got your 3 bolts here, and then your rubber, this rubber little flange thing is, I can't remember the name of it. Oh man, what is it called? The rubber, we'll call it a hockey puck. I know the name, it starts with like a C. Damn, that's gonna piss me off. I'm sorry guys, but there's a rubber piece right here, and then your drive shaft. So right here, right? Here's your drive shaft. This is the rubber piece. It's really solid rubber, but basically this fits right here. Goes like that, and then you have 2 different sets of holes. One that has an indentation. You're gonna have, you can see it from the side there, that metal sticks out compared to the other one. So really guys, I'll be doing videos of installing. This is destalling. Okay, so all you're gonna do for the drive shaft, watch the previous video. Now you're at your drive shaft, you're trying to get it off. There's the front. Don't worry about the front for right now. Come to the back. These bolts, you're gonna have bolts that go, so there's bolts that have a nut on the end. The ones that have the nut on the end, try not to undo those. I did because I told you from my last video what happened. I'm gonna get them cleaned up. I mean, it's probably better just to leave them on. You can undo them all if you want, but let's just say you didn't. You're gonna take the bolts that just screw straight into here, and you'll see it. The threads stick out maybe about that much. These 3 bolts, those are the ones you're gonna pull off. Now, differential's just gonna be chilling here. Then you're gonna come up to the front. Okay? Same thing, same exact thing, literally the same thing. Same type of bolts and everything. It's an 18 millimeter. I believe it's an 18 millimeter. Again, there you go. See guys? Same exact thing. Here's a good example. There's those 3 bolts. See the nut on it right there? Those are the ones that you should leave on. I'm gonna take this off though, because I'm gonna see if they touch this one as well, but those are what you wanna get out, those bolts that go right in there. So you're gonna undo those. So let's just assume you have all your bolts undone. You know, the next step is gonna be pulling it off. So if you move it around, it'll go back and forth. And the reason for that is you have adjustment point here in the middle. Then you have like a cross member type of deal section that sits right here. So you're gonna unbolt that. Oh, and word of advice, guys, you're gonna need a pry bar. Like definitely, look, let me just show you. You're definitely gonna need this, because what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna find out, it took me about a good 15 minutes to get this thing off. That rubber chuck, flange, I can't remember the damn name. It starts with like a C. Fucking A, that's gonna piss me off, but you're gonna have to pry it, okay? Because you're gonna be worried you're gonna break it. You're gonna be like, what the hell is going on? Why does it feel like that? You know, what am I doing wrong? Don't worry about it. You got to be rough with it, not super rough, but give it a good push. But before you pry it off from the back, pushing it, you know, you're going to have to play around with it a little bit to get it off. Make sure you come up to your middle section and undo these bolts halfway, not all the way. Give them good, like maybe 4 spins till they're just kind of hanging. Pull this thing down, let it just jangle a little bit, you know, so it's loose. Don't take it all the way off. Then come back over here with your pry bar. And then what you're going to want to do, I would put it right up against the metal, you know, because you don't want to damage stuff either. You could even put some tape on the end of a pry bar if you want. But basically, you're just going to, you know, I'm sorry, I'm holding the phone, so I don't have 2 hands, but you're going to have to play with it, you know, pry bar. And then you'll pull it, it'll kind of drop down, boom, drop down just like that. And then you'll come up to the front. And the reason why we left this hanging is that way it doesn't fall on you and crush you and make your mama sad. No, just kidding. It's not too heavy, but you definitely don't want it to fall. Not really about yourself. You don't want it to fall on the concrete. You know, that's a pretty fucking expensive part, man. I think those drive shafts are like $1,200 plus, so don't drop it. That's why you leave the middle halfway unbolted, just kind of loose hanging. Then you'll come up here and you'll pop it off. It'll come off, you know, it won't come off, but you can loosen it. Then you come back over here, stabilizing it, get this off. Remove that middle piece right here. That's what it looks like, okay? Take those bolts off, it'll drop down. Pull this section off. That's it, guys. Not too bad. Not too bad, really. If you got any questions or you need help with something, just put some comments on the video. So part 4 is coming up. Part 4 is going to be dropping the transmission. Give you a little sneak peek. So one thing I do need to look up is the gear shifter, because I have no fucking idea if that's okay to stay on, if this moves. I have no clue. This is actually the first automatic car I've ever had, so we'll figure that out. I'm gonna look some stuff up, see what the deal is. But yeah, first things first though, get all the, you know, get the harness. Anyways, I'll come at you on part 4. Peace out.